Hello, today I'm going to be talking about my dissertation, and if you follow my blog then you will know about it in general gist. It's basically about how cochlear implants are changing the deaf world, and it's going to be a radio documentary. It's going to be half an hour long. Now if you read my blog post, if you go down the page, you will just read about a few people that I've interviewed so far. So today, instead of you reading lots again, I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to talk to you about my interviews that I've done in the past few weeks. So I interviewed a father of a girl who has a cochlear implant. Now she's 21 years old, so she had hers quite a while ago. And she now goes to St Andrews University, which is an amazing feat for even a hearing person. So for someone with a cochlear implant, it's just outstanding, really. So yeah, I interviewed him. He's called Mel and he lives in Durham. And it was really great talking to him. He was a really lovely guy, and he was really clued up about cochlear implants and the deaf community. He really knew what he was talking about, so that was really interesting, and it was great to speak to him. He gave us a really good insight, and he also gave us tea and biscuits on a little tray, so that was really nice as well. And as well, I spoke to a mother, and she has 2 deaf children, but they didn't get cochlear implants. So basically I kind of contrasted the interview, so I got one who has a cochlear implanted child and one that doesn't, one that kept them deaf. Now the woman that I interviewed who has the 2 deaf children, I didn't know this at the time, but they have like a syndrome where their cochlea inside their ear is broken, so that's why they can't get the implant. But apparently she did ask them if they did have a cochlea, would they choose to get the implant or would they still want to be deaf, and apparently they would have chosen to be deaf still. So I thought that was really interesting as well. So yeah, those are the interviews that I've got. So now I've got all of them, which is great. It's a huge weight off my shoulders, I think. I don't have to rely on anyone else anymore. It's all like down to me. And then the other night, it was the other week now, there was a documentary on about Rita Simmons, or Simons. She plays Roxy in EastEnders, if you are a soap fan. And she had twins a few years ago, and one of the twins was born deaf. So it was just kind of following their journey and things, and it was quite interesting because the child was deaf and wore hearing aids because she had partial hearing. She wasn't profoundly deaf, but they decided not to teach the child sign language. So at some points they were, shouting at her so they could hear her and things, which was a bit uncomfortable to watch in some parts. But yeah, I found it a bit weird that they weren't teaching her sign language, but I suppose that was their choice. So they kind of investigated the cochlear implant route, and I think if the child would have lost any more of her hearing as she goes on in life, then I think they will opt for that. So yeah, that was really interesting to watch. So basically that's all I've been doing, and I've been doing some editing, and I've put together my production folder. Now it's not all done yet, but luckily I've been in contact with some really nice people, so they've sent me lots of research and loads of booklets and DVDs and CDs, so that's kind of filling it up at the moment, but it's like this thick, so it's pretty good. So yeah, that's all I've been doing, so keep reading my blog and I will update it, and when the documentary is complete I will try and put it on the blog as well, or a link to it, so you can listen to it. Okay, bye!